Hey ho, and welcome to the second devlog for the Animal Crossing-like RPG game I'm working on with my codev. So let's get right in with the first change we made. Since our old game name, Fantasy Lust, was just a work in progress name, we decided on how to call the final game. Drumroll please. Sums. Super inaccurate mid-age simulator. This is how we're gonna call it from now. We chose this name because it was short and memorable. Also, the name should make players realize that the game doesn't take itself too seriously. But the name change is just part of the big news, because we now have a Steam page. Very work in progress, but there, so that you could theoretically click on the first link in the description and theoretically tickle that little wishlist button. I'm just saying. Okay, now let's get into the juicy game development meat and see what I did in the last week. Starting with some little changes I made since the last devlog. I changed the interaction UI. One of the Pixar artists made this really cool design and I think it looks kinda dope. I changed the combat. Before, if the player clicked in one of the 4 areas on the screen, the game would automatically play the corresponding attack. This was working, but felt unresponsive and strange. So I changed it that now the game just detects if you click left or right and chooses the right animation, depending on the player movement. If he walks up, the top attack animation will be played and vice versa with the bottom one. But just attacking this dumb guy isn't so fun, so let's make some Enemie Ai. We want to feature 3 different AI types: friendly, aggressive and neutral. So I made a big long script which contains all the basic AI stuff with an NPC data script, which contains all the important informations about the NPC. And it can be changed in the editor to make testing and changing values really easy. But this can be made way better, so I completely ripped the script apart and made multiple shorter scripts. Then I made an NPC creator script which allows us to completely customize an NPC and spawn him at runtime with those values. Now if I create an NPC, the only scripts it has is the behavior and the data script and the hovering script that every object in the game has. This saves resources and makes the code so much more organized. Now that we have the structure around building an NPC, what can he really do? To be honest, not so much. The aggressive behavior makes the enemy chase the player and then in theory attack him, which is not implemented right now. While we are on the topic of not implemented, the natural behavior is also not implemented. But we have one more. The friendly behavior is the most advanced one, which features the NPC running away from you when you hit him and coming back if you aren't in range for some time. And that's kinda it. I know, not so much, but we have the structure so we can expand on this. Now, picture this. It is me who has worked on the NPC AI thing for hours and hours at a time and didn't get it to work perfectly, because the character kept impersonating biblical figures. And I'm really burnt out doing this, so I made the only reasonable thing, a cheat console. Yep, that's the last thing I worked on for the last week. A cheat console that can give you XP and health or decrease them. You just have to press F12 to open the console and put one of the commands in. I think that's all I have for now. So as always, thank you so much for watching the video to the end, and please wishlist our game or consider doing the YouTube thingies. See you in the next devlog, bye!